in the national budget. Nyoro demanded full disclosure of the country's debt portfolio, including the borrowing amount, interest rates, repayment periods, and total cost of maturity. The legislator has also criticized the securitization of government revenue, warning that it could cripple future administrations. Additionally, he condemned the use of pension funds from NSSF, NHIF, and CPF to finance infrastructure projects that are already incurring losses.
The revenues up to the time you presented, 8th of April, have gone up by 3.5%. Inflation is 4.1%. So in real terms, therefore, our revenues have actually gone down in real terms if you discount inflation from the nominal growth of revenue. So in your assessment as the National Treasury, are the taxes of 2023 and last year worth it? And especially given the debate they generated, but clearly through the figures you have presented, there is actually no revenue from those taxes. Secondly, you have stated that you project the revenues as they were stated at 3.3 trillion shillings. I would want to know the kind of how much GDP are you calculating with? Because in your own figures, the GDP I have seen hovering around 18 to 19 trillion, then the 17.2% benchmark you've put on yourself is actually 3.9 trillion, not 3.3. So because most of our decision making will be based on the GDP, how much GDP are you dealing with? How much money are we borrowing? Secondly, what percent, that, for what duration? By the time of maturity, how much will you have paid for the entire amount? And then on that securitization, supposing now PS, when you are PS for the National Treasury, you came into your position and your predecessor had securitized all the revenues of government. And the other question on that, is this money debt? And if it is debt, is it in the books of government as a debt?
Now, hundreds of women in Narok County have completed a 3-day intensive training on HIV and AIDS awareness as part of ongoing efforts to reduce the spread of the virus in the region. The training, organized by the National Endemic Disease Control Council, brought together women from all 6 constituencies of Narok amid growing concerns over infection rates tied to certain cultural practices. Our reporter Akida